Finally, I can do My Hero Academia One's Justice 2 base roster wish list. I've been working on my prediction list video ever since the announcement of the game, but I think I need a little more time to finish up that list and think about it and really finalize each of the decisions. But thankfully, a wish list requires a little less effort than that because it's all about personal preference. So, the rules for this wish list are simple. There are 10 characters that were displayed on the character select screen that was shown off at New York Comic Con, so this list will be comprised of 10 characters. Apart from that, there are no rules. I won't be trying to figure out what characters are most likely based on anything. I'm not going to be trying to appease the community. These are exclusively my desires. The list is split into two different halves. One half is spoiler free, and the other half are characters who have not appeared in the anime yet, so I'm going to consider them spoiler characters. I'll be sure to warn you again as we're coming up on that spoiler half, but just keep in mind, number 8 is our first spoiler character. Starting with the character I would like to see most in One's Justice 2. That is Mai Hasume. Mai is in a pretty awkward spot. She doesn't fill a combat role in the story, but her character is just so awesome, and the possibilities for her moveset are off the charts. Her just messing around with her inventions while toying with her opponent could make for the most enjoyable character on the entire roster. I certainly hope Biking Studios is willing to take a chance on this character, but I'm not holding my breath. Number 2, Gang Orca. I love Gang Orca's design, which is hilarious because when I first saw the character I thought, I'm not gonna like this one, am I? But that whole introduction for him during the license exam arc was amazing, but more about him in the prediction video. Number 3, Twice. Twice was personally my most requested character for One's Justice 1, at least of the characters who didn't make it, and for me, he felt like the most snubbed character, the most deserving who didn't make the cut. He had a large impact on the story, and his role was pretty significant during an arc that even took place inside of the game. I certainly hope he gets his shot this time around. Number 4, Seiji Shishikura. At first, I actually wasn't much of a fan of the character at all. I'm not sure why, but after recently rewatching the series, he completely switched my perspective. I'd also be curious to see how Biking Studio chooses to handle his quirk. I'm almost certain he would be a Zona character, but I'm still curious to see how it would all play out. Number 5, Monoma. Let's be real, it's because of his quirk. It would be so cool to see in One's Justice. Imagine being able to copy the other player's quirk, and the game is set up perfectly for it. His square button, as in his normal attacks, would just be kind of basic normal attacks that you would expect to see from a non-hand-to-hand combatant. And from there, he can just steal his quirk 1 and 2 from his opponents. That's his triangle and circle button. I would imagine he would only be able to do this for a short period of time, but I would want this so badly, purely from a gameplay perspective. As a character, I could take him or leave him. Number 6, all of the Pussycats as a single character. Now, I know this is an odd one because it would be really hard to develop something like this, but I'm imagining something like Captain Ginyu from Dragon Ball FighterZ, but in an arena fighter. I doubt it would ever happen either as base roster or even DLC, but hey, I think it would be pretty cool. Number 7, 13. I can't really explain this one. I just think that 13 is really cool. She has such a specific design and a really unique design at that. And her quirk would be pretty awesome to see in game as well. So that's it. That's the first half of this wish list. Everything from here on out is definitely spoiler territory. I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but that's going to be pretty hard to do when none of these characters have been in the anime yet. So if you want to stay away from season 4 spoilers entirely, now's the time to click off the video. Number 8, Ryuko Tatsuma. She can turn into a dragon. It's literally just that simple. She's a dragon. I'm all about that. Give me that. That, and the character's actually pretty cool in the overhaul arc. I'd be all on board with her making it into the game. Number 9, Fat Gum. Good old Fat Gum. I know Papa Berto is right there with me on this pick. This is definitely his most desired character, and while I'm not quite there, he's definitely in my top 3. An awesome character and would be more than deserving to make his way into One's Justice 2. An absolute must. And finally, the last character on the list is actually my second most desired character out of anyone on the list, and that's Deku with Eri. Before that arc, again, we're trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible, I didn't really care for Deku. Don't get me wrong, I thought he was a way better protagonist than most protagonists in anime, but he wasn't like one of my favorite characters. Damn. That changed really quickly. Deku became the GOAT real fast. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this character in the prediction list video, which I'm still not sure when that will be coming out, but hey, it'll come out eventually. But that's it. That's my 10 most desired characters for My Hero One's Justice 2. Again, these are just all of my personal preferences, but if you have any characters that are different from mine, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below, because that's what this is all about. Us being passionate about characters we care about and wanting to see them in the game. Unfortunately, because of the nature of wishlists, I don't think many of these characters are actually going to make it into the game. Wishlist characters that people really want to see, are usually left off to be DLC, and the characters who actually make it to the base roster are characters that are important for the story mode. More on that in the prediction list video. I want to thank you so much for watching this video though. My name is Bilbzy, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one.